If you say, hey, should I refinance? I kind of compare their current situation to what potentially they could be put in. And I'm not going to lead no one to failure. There's a lot of clients I tell, wait, it's not worth it. Your payment's going to go up for 10,000 bucks. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But if we see a true benefit, then that's when we go ahead and move forward. The best thing about it is with a refinance, you control the numbers. Hey, I'm Jose Plascencia, and welcome to Mortgage Ace Hacks, the podcast where we will discuss home loans, financing, real estate. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're a frequent buyer or you're an investor, we're going to learn different tools of the trade that will help you and educate you on how to build your portfolio of wealth in real estate. And today, we're going to dive in to home loan refinance. So, if you're currently a homeowner and you're thinking about different ways of how you could use your equity, stick here to the end so I could show you tips and tricks, hacks on how you could do it, how you can make your equity work for you. What exactly is a refinance and how does it work? Why should you do it? Well, it exactly is what it sounds like, a refinance. You are essentially going through the finance process again with your home that you previously purchased. However, you may ask, why? Why should I do it? Well, a refinance must have a purpose, and there are different purposes. Whether the most common one, you're trying to take out your equity, you're trying to take money out, which is called a cash out refinance, or even a home equity line of credit, you're getting your equity in hand. And in return, you're redoing the terms to your loan. There's other things called a rate and term. Let's say, you needed a co-signer back later to get your home, but now, you're good on your own and you want to refinance and take them out, you could do that. Or let's just say the good old fashioned one, rates are lower. You purchase a home at 7% and rates are now at 5%. It's a no brainer. Refinance, lower that payment down a few $100. There's different purposes of why you should do it. And most purposes, all purposes have a benefit. That's why people do them. Now, let's talk about when you should refinance because it's not always the best time. What I personally do is, I have a lot of past clients that give me a call, Jose, I want to refinance, I want to refinance, I want to refinance. Okay, cool. What exactly are you trying to do? It goes back to, I tell the client, absolutely, I would love to help you, but talk to me. What are you trying to gain? What are you trying to accomplish? Well, during the refi boom, a lot of times people just want the lower rate. Let's say you're sitting on a 7% and rates are at 5%, 4%. Well, go ahead and do a rate and term refinance. Let's cut that mortgage, let's cut that interest in half and save you some monthly. Another common popular one is if you want to take money out, you want cash out. But it goes back to when should I do it? When should I not? I always prepare the quote for you. The good thing about a refinance is you control the numbers. I tell my clients, you control the numbers. If you say, hey, should I refinance? I kind of compare their current situation to what potentially they could be put in. And I'm not going to lead no one to failure. There's a lot of clients I tell, wait, it's not worth it. Your payment's going to go up for 10,000 bucks. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But if we see a true benefit, then that's when we go ahead and move forward. The best thing about it is with a refinance, you control the numbers. What errors have I seen people make during refinances and it turns out to be more expensive than saving them money? Well, a common one is money management. People, they want to do a cash out refinance. They see they could take out $100,000, $200,000 at once, and they go ahead and do it. We go ahead and do their loan for them. They have equity, all that good stuff, and they get paid. Let's say you take out $100,000. You have to have a plan. I've seen several clients do not have a plan with that money. And $100,000, that's a good amount of money, but it's not too much. You could spend that within the same month, within months. I have had clients that take out $100,000, then they buy boats and buy stuff that doesn't really matter. They just make unintelligent decisions. And in 6 months, they're literally back to where they were at with the amount of money they have in the bank. And worse, now they have a higher mortgage and a higher payment. Have a plan. What I tell people is have a plan. If you're going to take out money, have a plan so you make your equity work for you and you're not just taking out money to, look cool. What things should you do to prepare or see if you are ready for a refinance or should you refinance? Speaking of that, in the previous episode, I'm going to leave the link right here on the screen so you can click on it. There's another episode where I talked about how to prepare yourself in general for a home loan approval. Similar to a refinance, you got to make sure you qualified. We're going to make sure you qualified for a home loan. If not, the refinance won't get approved. it technically is a new loan, so you have to make sure you qualify for it in order to make it happen. If you have made it this far, that means this information is good stuff for you and you're liking what you're seeing. All I ask you is to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video. Share this video on Instagram or whatever social media platform. And if there's anything in specific that you want me to talk about, put it in the comments and I'll make sure to address those in future episodes. Can I refinance to take out money to invest in other property? Absolutely. That's another thing that a lot of my first time home buyers who later turned to investors did or are doing. They'll take out a lot of equity from one property and they'll invest it into other properties. Nothing in the rule book says you can't do that. You have to have a purpose. And when you take out money, a lot of times they're going to ask you, what's the purpose for? Some people want to remodel their home. Some people want to do things on their home. Some people want to invest in stocks, bonds. Some people want to invest in other properties. Me, in my opinion, that's the smartest choice, investing into the properties. So yes, you could take out money from a refinance and invest in other homes, for sure, all day long. What type of person should consider this? So I think if you want to become an investor, this is the best way to do it. You have one property, you bought it 5 years ago, you know you have equity, take out that equity and invest in different properties. Obviously have a game plan behind it, because you want to make sure that the investment's a good investment and you get a money in return. But think about it. Once you do that, you'll have different money pots and different homes that you have equity to pull out on. And in return, building your real estate wealth. And if you're looking to grow your real estate portfolio, not just taking out money, but you're looking to grow your real estate portfolio, I have another episode. I'm going to leave it right here on the screen, the link where we talk about how you could purchase another property without having to sell. Check out that episode as well. Thank you for watching this episode. If there's anything that you want me to cover or anything you want me to talk about in the future episodes, please feel free to leave in the comments and we will make sure to talk about it in future episodes. Once again, thank you for watching. Please feel free to share. Looking forward to growing our audience.